This is NASCAR's version of its Highway to Hell, as Ox is going to welcome you to Talladega Superspeedway today for the running of the Camping World 500. And the weather here, it's sunny. It's a little cloudy, but there is sun on the racetrack. And here's the best part: no rain. So knockout qualifying was interesting yesterday. Apollo Moon won the pole with a lot of experience from Dale Jr. and his restrictor plate success. Dylan Murway edged out Jacob Tube to get into the second round of qualifying. So for the first time this year, the 24 is nowhere near the top 12. He starts 14th this afternoon. Joseph Lombard starts 13th, and there are 4 cars owing to backups: the 6, the 7, the 18, and the 55. And the 56. Well, there's 5 cars. Anyway, so your starting lineup today at Talladega. In row 1, we have the Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet and the Target Chevrolet. Row 2, we have the Aris Internet Toyota and the Furniture Row Toyota. Row 3 finds the Lowe's Chevrolet and the DeWalt Power Tools Toyota. Row 4 finds the FedEx Express Toyota and the Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. Row 5 finds the McDonald's Chevrolet and the American Ethanol Chevrolet. Starting this afternoon from row 6, we have the Pennzoil Ford and the Jimmy John's Chevrolet. Beginning today from row 7, we have the Smithfield Ford and the points leader driving the Little Caesars Chevrolet, driving it at 5 other races this year, 3 of those on restrictor plate tracks. At Daytona in July and when we come back here in the fall. Row 8, we have the Mobil 1 Chevrolet and the Motorcraft Ford. Row 9, we have the 33 car and the AccuDock Solutions Toyota. While we look through the rest of the field, let's go ahead and mock up our pole sitters. Hey, bud, this is Darryl Waltrip here up in the Fox booth. You got us? Hey, Paul, this is Darryl Waltrip up in the Fox booth. You got us? Got a copy there, buddy? All right, one more time. Hey, Apollo Moon, this is DW here up in the Fox booth. You got us? Turn to channel 2. I think the guys in Fox guys in the booth want to talk to you. I can hear them. Apparently, word from the 88 team, they can hear us, but we can't hear them. Apparently. All right, I'll go to your crew chief here. Hey, TJ, this is hey, Greg, this is Darryl Waltrip here on the Fox booth. You got us? Yeah, what's up? What was your plan today with the 88 to get him out of trouble? Do you have any partners you'd like to work with during the day? Or personally, especially with this new restrictor plate package being put in place, you're going to see a little bit of tandem racing. You see guys really link up. We're going to try to keep it maybe around our makes. So like we're going to try to keep around our teammate and around Stuart Haas guys. But if we have to, we'll make deals with Toyota and Ford or whoever's in the field behind us on late restart, because that's what these races come down to. All right, stay out of the big one. I will. All right, today's race menu presented by Wendy's. 10 laps, 34 cars, multiple lanes of traffic, and do stay out of the big one. It is fairly important that you do so. Now, as these drivers come down to the start-finish line, typically, if we were at Daytona, the green flag would drop right here, center of the trioval, where the 88 and the 42 just are getting towards. We get towards turn 1. Now, when they built this track here in 1969, they wanted to move the start-finish line towards turn 1, so fans over here can see some action. And I have a feeling today it'll be a really close finish. All right, DW, you ready? Green flags into the air and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Boy, that 78 knew his plan, jumped right behind corporate teammate Caleb Hoffman in the 19. That really caught the 42 of Derek Lewis off guard. He dropped back. He's 4 spots. There were spots. I think don't think the 42 got going. As you see the 24 trying to make a third lane on the outside here, further in the pack. Three wide, two mid, two mid, two mid, two mid, two mid. All right, two out, two bottom, two bottom, two on the bottom, two on the bottom. That's what you're going to need to do here in these restrictor plate races with this package. We saw it a lot at Daytona. You can see the guys get together and chain the runs. But if they don't really have two of a certain make behind them, like, you're not going to move. I mean, early on, people are going to work together. They're going to be nice with each other. But as you get later into this race, what you're going to see teammates make deals, and whoever is nearby is going to make a deal with you. It will not matter. It could be a Chevy, a Ford, or a Toyota. And the whole reason the now middle lane hasn't been moving and the outside has, the middle stalled out. Only reason that's been a thing, it's because there's no like manufacturers. And what I mean by this is, if you look on the top lane, on the top lane, you see a Chevy, but behind that Chevy, you got 2 Fords. With that extra horsepower that Fords have, that kind of allows the 24 to move closer along. But in the middle, you got a Toyota and a Chevy behind the 42. So there's not really much in the way of power. However, behind the Chevy, you got 2 more Chevys. So it kind of everything kind of stalemates out. But up front, on the bottom, you got 2 Toyotas, and we got one going for the lead right here. In turn 1 and 2, the 78 is going to go with him. All right. Wow, lead change. Caleb Hoffman ducks way to the outside. He brings his corporate teammate with him. That is the 78. Caleb Hoffman comes down and takes the spot on the 88. Three by three all the way through the rest of this field. The middle lane now is led by WB Network, which that move really just clogged that middle lane. Like when that 78 couldn't come down because the 88 had such a run from the 48. That's kind of what happened. Kind of just stalled him out. And it really stacked him up for a few moments, and I thought we were going to have a wreck, right? That somebody was going to get pushed the wrong way, and we were going to have a wreck. Everybody had to really get out of the gas right there. It's right on board our points leader, Jacob Tube in the 24. All right. Ooh, a little aggressive here. 4 wide racing for a moment. Oh, 4 wide towards the back. That really punched things up. See, the 41 and the 10 are riding around, and at this point, everyone's just spread out in individual groups. Kind of hard to say who's got the advantage. They're, instead of being one big pack from earlier, they've split off into individual lanes. See, the second pack is of 34 is split into one group up front, obviously being led by the 19. Wide if you can. Wide if you can. Team. Then you got. Wow, that 14 car though. He's got a lot of momentum. He wants to win. Notably, let's go back and make a little replay here between what happened with him and the 24 or the 33. I'm sorry. He had a run. That really was not should have been a wreck. It forced him down. Isn't that normally a penalty if you force a guy down below the yellow line? Isn't that? Mike, it usually depends on the case. If a guy gets forced down on a block, it depends on how aggressive was the block, and what the 14 did was fairly aggressive in my book, fairly unwarranted, because 33 could have just came up and caused a big wreck right behind him. However, the 14 had a run. It is kind of up to the 15, and the 15 and 33 should have just kept his line right. Shouldn't have blocked the run. He should have just held his line, held his own. And speaking of the 14 and 33-14 scandal, here's what DJ Harris had to say. 14 damn near drove into, almost ran us over and fucking wiped us out. FYI, let me know if he's around after the race. If he does that again to anybody else, I'm gonna go knock him on his ass for doing that, because that's stupid. And honestly, part of me has to agree, because there's a time and a place. I mean, late in the race, you understand you have to make these erratic blocks, but not on lap 2. Oh, he's got a wreck down in turn 1. Oh, big wreck. Bunch of cars, about 3 of them. Jake Bachener in the 45 is one of the cars. Also involved, you see Brendan Little in the 6. Hunter Rizzoni in the 41. Caution's out. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The third car involved is the 10. All right, yellow's out. What happened there? Yellow. You all right? Yeah, 18 got us. Yeah, wasn't much I could have done to get you out of that. Yeah, 55 just came up and got us. Ooh, that's pretty big. See the 6. He's down on the bottom. Running it down in his car. And whoops. Yay. With that, well, early caution out here at Talladega. 3-car accident. 2 are out. 1 is going behind the wall. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.
In a city where chaos rules, only one man can save humanity from total destruction. It's up to Homer Simpson and family to save the world from a diabolical plot as they run and drive to unravel the conspiracy. Critics call it the best Simpsons game ever. It's a lawsuit. The Simpsons Hit and Run, rated T for Teen. I am evil Homer.
So where's the Skin Man? He's out admiring his new car.
Night. Let's shine a new
44. Well, you can't get past relief fast enough.
Let's shine a new car, boy.
Congratulations, Homer. You got yourself a dandy, beebly doodly car.
Introducing the roomier, more powerful Toyota Corolla.
Pretty jealous, eh, Flanders?
Just a snittily wittly.
Now with a standard driver's side airbag and more value than ever.
But you know, Homer, I kind of prefer my new car, eh?
Oh, yeah? What kind of car do you have?
Surprise, neighbor. I just bought a new Corolla wagon.
The all-new Corolla by Toyota. A welcome addition to any family.
Now there's a Chevy Venture with flip and fold seats and a built-in entertainment system.
I knew I should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque.
Fun things are bound to happen when Chevy and Warner Brothers get together. Introducing the new Warner Brothers edition from Chevy Venture, the most versatile minivan ever. One quick call can help you learn more.
So this is a right-in, right-out thing, right? Because you know I'm not a car that likes to sit around. When the world says stop, I got over 150 horses under the hood saying, go, baby, go, don't stop. What are you doing? Stay away from the curb. Then the 100,000-mile powertrain coverage starts going, hey, drive me. No, drive me. Wait, drive me. Don't park. What are you, crazy? 30 minutes? That's focus abuse. Focus abuse.
The most powerful 2005 Focus, the new Ford Focus ST. It begs to be driven.
Why don't you just put me on cinder blocks and leave me? CBS Wednesday.
Today's Aaron's 499 is brought to you by The Simpsons Hit and Run. Save Springfield by car, by foot, and by the seat of your pants. Available now. By the Toyota Corolla. Toyota, moving forward. By the new Warner Brothers Chevy Venture minivan. And by the all-new 2005 Ford Focus ST. It begs to be driven. now in this restart, most notably, Jacob Tube has probably been one of the biggest movers of this race. He started 14th today. He is our points leader. He started today 14th. He's up to 6th. And he's inked out a deal with the 48 and the 88 to just get the 88 out front as quickly as possible. Yeah, Apollo Moon doesn't really have much of a wind, so I'm tell the 48 and 8 to be ready because I'm going to be ready. I'm going to push ready to just shove him here on this restart. All right, 10-4, bud. You doing good? You doing good here, bud? All righty. Caleb Hoffman, he took that early lead, led for about 3 laps. We're going to restart this race right now. All right, ready, on him. All right, 48's waving. See the 48's, he's signaling at 24 to get on him. You got to make these deals if you want to be practicing them deals. The outside lane definitely is going to be that better advantage because look who's behind him. He's got 2 Chevys. Better yet, he's got 2 Hendrick teammates behind him. Here we go. 19 knew of this plan as well. And told the 78 to get right on him. They're leaning on each other here going into 1. Still on him here. All right, you on him. You're on him. On him behind. And, oh, look at this. 48, 24, 88 trying to go to the outside. The 88 wants to keep those 2 behind. 78 drops to the middle. And the 11 drops to the bottom. Wow. They're getting aggressive. See a lot of moves. We're inching. This is typically a quick-ish race, so you're gonna see a lot of guys going to make some desperate errors, and that's gonna raise the likelihood for the big one. We are on lap 5. There are 10 laps in this race. We're halfway through this race, actually. 1 caution. The last yellow broke out on lap 4. And the 88 and the 48 have come down right in front of the 19. 24 is still up there. All right, still up there. Gonna. All right, still there? Still there. Still on him. Back when we were away, there was almost a big wreck that just broke out in turn one. Oh, man, this was close. Watch this. 24 tries to side draft. Looked like he wanted that spot. So he was trying to move, maybe squeeze down in front of the 31. Woo! Dead sideways on the backstretch, and everybody had to check up. Amazingly, not a lot of people lost a lot of spots. And 3 of the 4 Gibbs cars, just like that, are outside the top 10. But how about the 21 to 17? With the 19's problems, this just put them right into the pictures. We got trouble here coming into the tri-oval. Oh, and there it is. It's the big one. We've been fearing this all day. The 4's in it. The 19. It's every hard into the fence goes the 4, and then Oh, we got one down in the pit wall. That's Grayson Alcevdo. Lock the brakes. Lock the brakes. 22 is in it. The 5 is in it. The 4 is involved. Oh, wow. They weren't done wrecking. We got more piling up behind. A lot of cars, bud. A lot of cars. Anyways, the car that... A lot of cars here. There's... It tracks like this, where you get a bunch of cars packed together. One slip. All too often, this is the result. You have the 18 involved. Caleb Hoffman driving backwards down pit road. Joseph Lombard. He's rolling down the front stretch. See the 4, Dylan Murway. Stop and get out. Out. Steering's all knocked out of whack. Just stop and get out, man. There was contact, looked like between the 19, 20, and 42. That was what set this accident off. Down here on the backstretch. That is what set this off. The 20 is on pit road. The 83 is down there. The 3 is down there as well. Now, the pit stall that the one car slid into was the 16 pit stall of Brendan Little. The 18 literally pits 2 stalls right in front of this. The 22 of Zox Moon, 5 of Hunter Miller, all involved. You okay, bud? Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little banged up. Ooh, man, those are some hits. See the 2 on pit road. Those were a lot of cars. 4 is done. In fact, wow. That's not pretty. See the 4? He's done. DJ Harris sitting in the grass. Derek Lewis and Caleb Hoffman got turned sideways in front of the pack. Actually, the 11 didn't do anything. It's just he came across the nose of the 19, and that's what set this accident off. And, oh, wow, that's definitely some big hits. And then the 5 and 22 come in. They have nowhere to go, so everybody's still coming in here full speed. Keep in mind, that's the only reason we're under red, because Derek Lewis has not put the window net down after this accident. We had the fear, the big one. He is moving in the car. He has put the window net down just now. They have brought the red out. This means whatever work they did, that these cars on pit road did, has to be stopped. 3 is in it. Caleb Hoffman is also torn up. It began in such a weird way that this wreck really just, took out 3 of the Gibbs cars right there. A lot of them just slid into the grass. Aston just hit the wall. Luckily, the 18 didn't hit anything. He came super close to taking out that pace car. Yeah, all right, we're done. Car is destroyed. Just take it to the house. So as of right now, of the 12 cars that are involved, the 18 has just announced that they will go to the garage. Their race is done. Derek Lewis, who got out of the car gingerly after those 2 big hits, and I mean fairly gingerly, he's done. Currently, there are other cars on pit road that we do not know of. The 2, he is getting repairs done to his car. The 70, actually, the second part of this accident, we're going to update this list by adding the 1 behind the wall. So we're up to 7 cars out of this race, and possibly the 3 car as well. So we're up of this 12 car incident here in the Trioval. 8 of them have been taken out. And as soon as you saw the 42 shoot right up the racetrack into the 4, you knew it was going to be a bad crash. So we just added 8 cars to the garage. Previously we had 31 cars running at the time of this caution that turned red, that just turned back to yellow just a moment ago. Wreck happened here with 5 laps remaining. Now, once again, the 34 that started and probably in the first and middle half of this race, only 31 cars were running, and obviously subtract 8 from that, you're down to 23, and 4 of those are currently laps behind the leaders. That took a bunch of them out right there. Anyways, four to go. Here we go. Getting ready for this restart. I don't think we're going to be done seeing any more of these crashes. There's such a thing as overtime restarts, and the possibility that we could see, one overtime. Just remember, if we have to go to overtime, we have to get to that center line on the backstretch before this race is over. Ready? Apollo Moon, 88, using experience learned from Dale Earnhardt. He's been the other dominant car. The previous dominant owner was taken out. Leader of this race has been taken out in a wreck. Taken out in a wreck a few moments ago. Here we go. Xavier Sadreska in the 21. He is on the outside. He is driving the historic 21. Who's it going to be? They drive dead even, but 21 comes straight down in front of the 88. 3 laps to go, scheduled distance. Now all chips are into the center of the table. Don't stay. Don't go. Don't go up. Don't. Whoa! Look at this. Oh God, that was almost huge right there. 88 nearly came down right in front of that 48 car. 88 almost got into the 21. His teammate and his friend right there. So this could be a battle of who pushes who to the win. Could have been. That could have been big, man. Into 3. Everyone's staying tight, trying to sight up the air off each other. Coming to the line. 3 wide for the lead. 2 to go. Oh. And contact turn 1. Leaders crash. Yellow's out. What happened there? And amazingly, they're wrecking. Caution's out here. Look who came out front. Mr. WB Network restrictor plate man, Daytona 500 winner himself. 21, all banged up in this one. Wow. He had a big run. Remember, the 21 did what he had to do. He tried to close that hole. This 8. This point, there is a big run right there. Honestly, props to the 21 to really keep his car under control and not take out any more cars when after this wreck right here. Everybody gets out of the gas. 24 ducks down. They were 3 wide right here, coming to 2 to go. Keep in mind, this was only 2-car incident. 2 cars really majorly got damaged, but they all took some big hits right here. '78 almost got turned by the 24 as they came down. That's a big hit. I want to give the 21 here a lot of effort for not overcorrecting in this crash and causing any more totaling and taking out any more cars. We have not waved the red flag. We are still under caution. Caution's out. You should be the leader, bud. You should be the leader. But I'm sure we may not be done with the crashing. Now, with this overtime format, we add more cars behind the wall. Wow. Overtime here at Talladega. Plans? WB Network was discussing this with B11 just moments ago. Let that 11. Hey, Clayton, give it that 11. Tell him to push the shit out of me on this restart. All right. All right, 10-4, bud. Doing fine. Just work your work your magic. Try to get in front of that 48. Pace car is off. Overtime here at Talladega. Remember, we have to get to that line, and after the leader reaches that line, this next flag will determine the end of this race, whatever that may be. Green flag. 24 spun the tires. Oh, we got a wreck. Another one. Here, just at the start-finish line. Joseph Lombard, 43. Noah Spalding, 25. More cars got together up towards the front onto this instant. You see M&M's Cup Series is in it. Darnell Matthew in the 9. What If Racing in the 15. All down here in turn 1. Is there anybody left in this race at this point? All right, yellow. Anybody get you there? Bunch of cars were stacking up at the caution, and then they all started spinning behind. 41 came up, got to 31. And, yeah, a lot of Buster 80s there, so there's going to be cars going behind the wall. And even after this, will we have another overtime restart? So far, I think the odds are fairly likely. And you remember Caleb Hoffman just a few months ago? He got taken out in that big crash earlier. Look who's inside the top 10 with the 20. $18 cars are on the lead lap as of right now. Overtime attempt number 2 here at Talladega. Rolling. Better start for the 24 that time. He pushes Nate Sherman. Oh, he's still going here in 1. I think the 11 with all those 4 of those cars might be the damage that's holding up the momentum of the 78, or the 20 and the 19. 11 right to the back bumper. All right, clear, baby, clear. Still on him. Still there here. Still there. The leader has just reached the overtime line. This race is official. How about Jacob 2 right here? He would love to have a Talladega win. Last restrictor plate win he got was back in season 2. He's got a 14 behind him on the bottom. And I think at this point teammate deals are off, so either Nate Sherman gets pushed to the win, or the 24 goes for it with a 14. Look at the 11 on the outside here in the top lane being brought up to the top by the 20. 19 stay on him, still on him. Way out by the wall. They're both all by the wall right here. And here we come. White flag waves. One more lap, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Now Nate Sherman has to block all 3 lanes of traffic right now. Block him, bud. Block him now. All right, keep that 24 behind you. Keep that 24 behind you. Still on you. Still there. That 11 has got a lot of momentum. Oh, there we go. We got a wreck. Nate Sherman, Sports Center Cup Series, up into the inside wall. Low. The green flag is still out. Still dead even here in turn 4. They're itching to wreck. They're gonna wreck here. They're looking to wreck. Nate Sherman, Sports Center Cup Series, have gotten their cars out of the way. Here we come. Still dead even here in the tri-oval. Who could this be? Look at that. Jacob 2 with a big shove here on the bottom for the 14. And this is the finish fans came to see. Coming to the line. Jacob 2 got it. I think Jacob 2 got it. Hey, did we get him? No. 2/1000ths of a second. Oh, crashing at the line. Right at the line. Big crash. Start-finish line. Start-finish line. We had start-finish line. We had a car up in the air, up on his side, comes back down. That is the 66. Awesome job, buddy. Talladega, attaboy. A lot of cars. I think the 24. Now, if we look a few moments ago, just at the checkers, where you got these 6 cars in one group, watch the 24 and the 78s. Now the 11 and the 48 got going here back in turn number 4. They're out of the way. Look at this. Actually, I don't think the 5-2 was trying to do anything. They were 5 wide here in the tri-oval. They got together, and I'm curious to see how the 56 got it. 66 car got airborne. Oh, yep, that'll do it. That's when you pile all those cars together and get all of them sliding to the checkers. And right there, the 24 got it. Even after all the crashing and the crashes that 19 saw, he's up in 4th. He finished today 4th. And only 6 cars escaped without some form of crash damage. We had a lot of cars crack radiators on that last caution. On the last yellow. Wow. Definitely an interesting way to end this one. Jacob Tube is going to go to Victory Lane today at Talladega. Remember our NASCAR race menu, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, qualifying from Richmond Raceway, newly renamed racetrack. Getting the second race this year in August, qualifying for the Chevrolet 400. is 5 p.m. Eastern on FX, and then Saturday on FX, you're going to see coverage of the Chevrolet 400 will begin at 6:30 p.m. Eastern with the NASCAR on Fox NASCAR Singular Pre-Race Show, and then 7 p.m. Eastern live telecast of the Chevrolet 400 from Richmond National Raceway. So we go from a big track to a small track to a road course. I'm excited to see what these next few weeks have in store for us. I am too. Congrats to that 24 car. RF Jacob Tube netting his third win of the year. Here at Talladega, unofficial results. Only these cars finished this race. The rest were all damaged. A lot of torn up race cars after in this one. Well, so long from Talladega.